Howdy folks, TJ here. What time is it? It's next time. Actually, what time is it? That's what this whole little episode's going to be about, because if you look at the boot up screen or the main screen for the Next, there's no clock on there. There's no time. And there's times that I want to know what time it is. So you know that in the book, there's information about accessing these extra things that you may have added onto your Next yourself, or maybe they came if you had an accelerated Next. The RealTime Clock, RTC. Fortunately, the one that I purchased has that on there. And there's actually two methods of getting the time. I'm going to cover the main one because I have not explored setting up the Wi-Fi yet, and I don't know if the Next is that set up and knowledgeable enough to access my wireless network and all that stuff. So I'm sure there's some things you have to set there. Plus, you know, my internet stinks. I'm on satellite, so the less I have to rely on reaching out to get time, the better. Although, there's a little blurblet here in the book that says it's best to get it off of the internet because your clock's gonna not tell great time after a short time or a couple weeks. Let's actually read it. So, unfortunately, the manual, as probably some people have griped, they didn't have room to put a table of contents, even though I think you can get it online, so you can kind of hunt it around. I don't think I ever downloaded anything, so I don't know the table of contents or whether you can download that freely someplace. I need to investigate that. The book is great, but there is no built-in table of contents. So I thumbed through, and instead of being at the beginning of the book where I think some things like that would have been a great place for, the very basics, set your time, set your date, stuff like that, be at the beginning of the book. At least that's, for me, what I'm used to. But this is kind of towards the back, and maybe it is at the beginning of the book, I just didn't see it. RTFM, read the Fruity Manual. Read the Fantastic Manual. I'm not going to swear. That's not my... I only swear when I play video games, and I normally don't say the F word. I normally kind of refrain from doing that in case some children are watching, you know. 259, pretty far towards the back of the book, is a chapter about some of the add-on stuff that you may have, like the Wi-Fi and such. And on page 259, using the RealTime Clock hardware. So let's just read a little blurb of that, and I'm going to take my glasses off because I'm having a hard time reading. If you're lucky to have an expanded ZxSpectrum Next with the battery backed up RealTime Clock, RTC, hardware installed, or if you follow the instructions to install it yourself, then more options in timekeeping become available to you. These options do not suffer from the drawbacks and caveats laid out in the previous sections, as this dedicated hardware option keeps time regardless of what else the computer is doing, and in fact keeps time even when the computer is turned off. Cool. The RTC is only accessible via two dot commands, .date and .time. It's going to be my first dot commands I'm using. I haven't done that yet. Setting up your RTC for first-time use says, before you can use the .date and .time, you will need to set up your RealTime Clock hardware. Luckily, this is only done once when you install it and whenever you need to change battery. Hopefully that's not for like a few years. You will initially, for safety, need to issue the command. So that was page 259 towards the bottom. And there's not really much. There's only one more page about time. And so it basically has some commands on here. So .time with a space and a minus sign DI. This wipes the RTC signature from the chip and gets it ready to accept the date and time. Cool. Then you can type .time and in quotes the time. So if it was in this book 10:35:23, you would type in, quote, 10:35:23, end quote. So that's the time, and then date's the same thing. .date, and then in quotes you put the date. And I'm going to have to put the day first, because in the U.S., I guess we're one of the only ones that say the month first, and not the day first. So I always get that all flubbed up. So I've got to do that right. And then it covers using the RTC together with a Wi-Fi module, which I have. And I'll test that out later. For now, I just want to get the time working. And where did I read about the clock not keeping exact time? Did I already say that and forget? Where did I read that? I gotta find it now. It was probably in the RTC section. I know I read it. I'm not dummy. It is a good idea if you have always working Wi-Fi setup to add the .nxtp to your AutoExact bus, so it always sets the time correct at the time that you boot your Next. But that's not saying what I was saying earlier. Dang it, I know I read it someplace. Anyway, I don't want this video to be... Let's set the time, then I'll deal with the other part later. But I know I read something about the time gets off a couple of seconds. And being anal, I'm going to find that sucker again. So, I need to get into command line, I'm sure. Let's move the thing a little farther. This is a long video just to set the time. But that's alright. This is all a learning experience for me and maybe for some of you that want to watch it. Blah, blah, blah. It's a real warm day today. It's in the 90s. Hot. Alright. So, let's wipe the time like it said earlier. So, we're going to type period and then time. Oh, jeez. And then a space, minus sign. Oh, jeez. Where is the minus sign? Oh. Where is the minus sign? Oh, it's up here? No! What am I doing? Oh, jeez. Minus sign. It should be above the 0, right? No, that's the underscore. Oh, jeez. I know it's... And I shouldn't have to use the other keyboard for it. I'm totally blind right now. Nope. I found it! You guys were probably going, oh, come on, TJ, it's right there! I really should get some better glasses. I'm having a problem reading this stuff. DI. The time is 12:30 blah. So I guess that must have supposedly killed it, right? So gets the chip and gets it ready to date and time. Okay, so now I need to actually write the time. So what the hell time is it? Oh no. I need to know what time it is. Oh, I should have it on my... Oh, I don't have it there. Be prepared. It is 3:18 in the afternoon. Do I have to type in military time? 3:18. I'm going to have to probably type in 12, 13, 14, 15, 18. I'm guessing. So, dot time. Space. And then quote. I'm going to put 15. Where's the colon? Oh, jeez. Now I've got to find colon. That's semicolon. Oh, where's the colon? This is really difficult. I can't see. I'm kind of blind. Colon. There's the colon. Yeah, I found the colon. 15. Now it's got to be at least 19. 15, 19, colon, 00. End quote. The time is 15:18. Okay. So I guess that's right. I guess I need to do the date now too, right? Dot DATE space. What's today's date? I don't know where I am. Who am I? My name's TJ. I don't know shit. Today is Tuesday, July 14th. Oh, this day in our COVID lives, right? You know, everybody's trapped in, getting a little crazy. Did I say July 14th? Okay, so that means I need to type in the 14 first. Is it colon afterwards? No, slash. Okay, slash. Oh, now I gotta find a slash? What the hell? Damn it. Okay, I'm looking. It's not the one that's above the V, is it? That looks like a too small of a slash. Let me try that. That is it. It's so small on the keyboard. Okay, and then it's the 7th month, so 07, symbol shift V, 07, and the year, so I guess I need to put 2020. And then the, and, oh, I didn't put the quote in there. Can I use the arrow? Oh, thank goodness. I think. Space and then quote. Whew. All right. And then end quote. Oh, I got a space in there. I'm going to screw shit up. Delete. Oh, thank goodness. Whew. Made it. All right, so that means it's set now. So a few interesting things will happen once you install and set up your RTC first. So it saved that. The RTC module is not very, that's where I read it. The RTC module is not very accurate and can lose several seconds over the period of a few weeks. Luckily, like other much larger systems, the zxspectrum Next can also set its time from the internet. All right, cool. So do I need to save anything or anything? Or is that it? I'm just going to reboot and see what happens. Yeah. So, hey! See, it shows it there. 7/14/2020, 15/21. I wonder if I can actually type in, is it always going to be military term? I guess I need to read that part too. Oh, let's actually look where 10:18, oh no, the time. So where 10:35 can be substituted by any string of format HH, MM, SS, where HH is the hour, is a number from 0 to 23. So that I did do it right. So I guess it's always going to read military time. I don't know if there's a way for it to read 3:21. That's okay. It'll keep my mind active and on the ball. So, it's working. Thank you for watching the video. It took a long, many minutes to do that, but hopefully you found it a little comical and enjoyed it. And thanks for watching. See you later.